Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to today's Monday, May 22nd, 2023, Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Varsity softball action as your Walpole High Timberwolves host the Wellesley High Raiders in the Bay State Conference Interdivision game from Chauncey Smith Field on the Byrd Middle School campus in East Walpole. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I'll be providing all the play-by-play action for today's game. Joining me behind the camera is Nick Piccirilli. With this being the senior game, Walpole honored its 5 graduating 12th graders and their parents before the game. The departing players include tri-captains Kenzie Evans, Abby Kearns, and Lindsay Jacobs, along with Veronica Ryan and Baruki Arena. Walpole Media Corporation and I would like to thank these seniors for 4 years of Walpole High pride and wish them the very best in all their future endeavors. In their COVID-shortened 3-year career, Walpole has amassed an impressive 45-8 record to date. Walpole will be chasing both its 16th straight victory in the Bay State Conference Championship today. The Timberwolves stand atop the Turgid Division with an unblemished 11-0 record, have already clinched both the conference and division championships, and have won 15 of 16 all told. Coach Rachel Sprague's squad lost its opener to Abington 4-1, but has been unstoppable since then. The Timberwolves avenged their only setback when sophomore Charlotte Stasinski fired a 2-hit, 10-strikeout shutout in the rematch last week, 3-0. First baseman Brookie Arena leads the team in batting with 21 hits and 41 at-bats for a .512 batting average to go along with 6 doubles, 2 triples, 18 runs scored, and as many driven in. Following close behind her at .500 is freshman Sienna Cruiser with 19 hits and 38 trips, 3 triples, 19 runs scored, and 11 driven in. Susie McAdams' 25 hits paced the team, as do her 22 runs scored. Pitching-wise, 10th grader Stasinski has been nothing short of sensational with a 12-1 record, which includes a pair of no-hitters. In 79 innings pitched, she has struck out 127 while walking 35. Helping out on the mound, Carolyn Daly, a sophomore, has won a pair of games with 8 strikeouts and no walks in 9 innings, while senior Veronica Ryan won once without a loss. The Timberwolves are 7-0 at home, ranked 7th in the MIAA Division II Power Rankings, and are 16th in the Boston Globe Top 20. The Timberwolves have outscored their opponents 154-29. Wellesley is in the runner-up spot of the Carey Division with an 8-4 mark, 9-6 overall. The Raiders are 4-3 away from home and have scored 134 runs while allowing 99. The Red and Black is 37th in Division I's Power Rankings. Wellesley has beaten Brookline twice, 18-3 and 15-10. Needham, 9-3. Weymouth a couple of times, 19-11 and 10-0. Natick, 7-5. Needham, 10-7. Newton North, 12-5. And Boston Latin Academy, 9-5. While losing to the Boston Latin School twice, 11-10 and 12-3. Newton North, 6-0. Framingham twice, 7-6 and 7-0. And Braintree, 7-4. The Raiders won last year 8-5, snapping a 7-game losing streak to the Timberwolves. Walpole has won 8 of 11 going back to 2015. And like we always say, anyone interested in providing play-by-play or color commentary for any Walpole High sports should contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795 or by emailing her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. It's a fun thing to do. You get to see the games a lot up close and personal. Get to meet the players, get to know them a little bit more along with the coaching staffs. And the kids certainly enjoy having someone calling the game for them. So once again, if you are interested, if you're a parent, sibling, grandparent, aunt, uncle, nephew, cousin, niece, neighbor, friend, acquaintance, anyone at all can do this job. It's not as hard as it sounds, and we would certainly appreciate your doing so. Once again, if you are interested, please contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795 or by emailing her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. All right, with the pregame festivities all taken care of, we are ready to begin the game. Leading off for Wellesley is the shortstop, Mia Hasselbeck. Defensively for Walpole, Nora Broderick at third, Sienna Cruiser at short, Abby Kearns at second, and Brookie Arena at first. Left field, Lindsay Jacobs, center field, Kenzie Evans, and right field, Susie McAdams. Behind the plate is Ariana Cruiser, and on the mound, Charlotte Stasinski. The first pitch of the game is a strike call. One strike pitch in the dirt, ball one. Game time temperature is 61 degrees, kind of breezy. Feels like the breeze is coming in from left field towards the plate. Ball two. Strike two call, 2-2 the count. High and away. Full count to the leadoff batter for the Raiders. Stasinski's payoff pitch on the way. Swing and fouled off. Count remains full. Strike three, and we've got one down here. And it brings up the left fielder, Liz McDonald. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Pitch on its way. Check swing. Went around on it. And that was actually an 0-2 pitch, so she goes down on 3 pitches. And it brings up the catcher, Olivia Ackerman. Strike at the knees. Foul back. Ball and 2 strikes, the count to Ackerman. Popped up to the infield, goes out of play. Lands on top of the pitching area for Walpole. Once again, Stasinski's 1-2 pitch on its way. Down low, 2-2. Ball 3. inside with the ball. And Wellesley gets the first base runner of the game on a base on ball, so it brings up the cleanup hitter, right fielder Ryan Renzella. Katie Cunningham going into run. There's a ball outside. Foul back. Count 1-1. One pitch, rounded to first, over to Abby Kearns, and the side is retired. For Wellesley, they had no runs, no hits, there were no errors, and one left on base. At the end of half an inning to play, the score is Wellesley nothing, Walpole coming to bat. All right, Cruiser gets set. Wind up, and the first pitch is a ball down low. The 1-0 pitch, ball 2. Ball 3 inside. Batters count here. We'll see if Ariana gets the green light from Coach Rachel Sprague. She doesn't, and she gets the free base. And it brings up the right fielder, Susie McAdams. As you know, batting from the left side of the plate. She takes a strike, and Ariana goes down to second base. Walpole with a runner in scoring position, nobody out. A 1-strike count to McAdams. It's a ball outside. 1-1 the count. Strike call, the ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off behind the Wellesley bench. Count remains 1-2. Up high, a ball, 2-2. The 2-2 delivery on its way, fouled off into the Wellesley bench area. Count remains 22. Ground ball down the first baseline. She makes the play by herself. But Cruiser cruises over to third base, and it brings up her younger sister, Sienna, a shortstop. Takes a ball. Oh, wait a minute, that was a, oh, sorry. I blew that. McAdams beat out that hit. Two balls on Cruiser. Sorry about that, Susie. It looked like they called you out. Second and third for Walpole. There's a strike called. Two runners in scoring position. Two balls and a strike on Sienna Cruiser. That's a ball in the dirt. Full count to Sienna. The payoff pitch on its way. Outside, it's a ball. And the bases are loaded for Walpole. Nobody out, and it brings up the cleanup hitter, Brookie Arena. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom of the first for Walpole. Ground ball, the second goes to the plate, not time. Fielder's choice, so Walpole gets on the board first as a slow throw to home was not in time. Bases still loaded for Walpole. Brings up the second baseman, Abby Kearns. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Ball inside. 1-1. Ball two in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Ball three. Three-oh delivery on its way. Swing and a miss by Kearns. Actually, that was a 3-1 pitch, my bad. Full count to the Walpole second baseman. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down. Brings up the pitcher, Charlotte Stasinski, with a chance to help herself out here. Bases loaded, one out, one in for Walpole in the bottom of the first. Strike called. High and away, 1-1. Fouled straight back, a ball and two strikes. Grounded to third, to first. Safe. That one will go as a base hit because I think she would have beat it out. Walpole goes up 2-0. So bases still loaded, brings up the third baseman, Nora Broderick. a miss, strike one. One strike pitch, fouled up down the left field line, out of play. 2 strikes, the count on Broderick. Little blooper into the Walpole dugout. Count remains 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery to Broderick on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down now for Walpole. And it brings up the center fielder, Kenzie Evans. Ground ball, shot, she'll take it herself, and the side is retired. But Walpole came up with 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 3 left on base. At the end of an inning of play, the score is Walpole 2, Wellesley nothing. Stasinski looks in for the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1-1. Strike 2 at the knees. Called. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Stasinski, and it brings up the center fielder, Ellie Mall. Swung on and fouled into the mitt of Ariana Cruiser. Ball 1-1. Foul tipped. Ball and 2 strikes, the count. Fouled a hitter. Well, actually, it was a swing and a miss, and she gets out of it. So 2-3 if you're keeping score on that. The 4th strikeout of the game for Stasinski, and it brings up the second baseman, Connie Luongo. Strike 1 called. Fouled out of play. Luongo falls behind on the count, 0-2. Ball outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. as Stasinski records her 5th strikeout of the game already. 3 up, 3 down for Wellesley in the second. At the end of an inning and a half of play, the score remains Walpole 2, Wellesley nothing. Lucy Stathis looks in for the sign. First pitch to Jacobs is a strike called. Bunt. It's going to fall in for a base hit. And it brings up the top of the order, Ariana Cruiser. Ariana walked and scored the first run of the game. Up high a ball. Lindsay goes down. Out. One down. Up high a ball. Stathis' pitch. Strike called. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch popped up out of play. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Ball bounced on the way in. Evens the count at 22. Popped up a foul behind the Walpole dugout again. Count remains 2-2. Line shot right to the first baseman. She makes a nice play. 2 down now. And it brings up the right fielder, Susie McAdams, who reached on an infield hit. Her first time up. Ball down low. Ball 2. Susie faking a bunt both times. Both pitches were out of the strike zone. The 2-0 delivery. 3-0. Strike called. 3 balls and a strike. Stathis' pitch is a strike call, full count. The payoff pitch. Slow roller to third, over to first, and the side is retired. Well, Walpole, no runs, no hits, no error. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Through 2 innings of play, the score is Walpole 2, Wellesley nothing. Butler, a left-handed batter. First pitch to her. Swung on and missed, strike one. 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt. It's up high, 1-1. Ball 2 up high. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off into the Wellesley dugout. Evens the count at 2-2. Strike 3 called. And it brings up the pitcher, Lucy Stathis. Fouls it back, 1 strike. Ball inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down for Wellesley. And brings up the top of the order, Mia Hasselbeck, the shortstop. She swung and missed on her third. Her first time up. Fouls it back out of play. 1 strike. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled off. 2 strikes the count. The 0-2 pitch from Stasinski on its way. Base hit down the right field line. It goes into the bushes, so it goes as a 2-base hit to right field. And it brings up the left fielder, Liz McDonald. She struck out. That base hit ended a streak of 5 straight strikeouts by Stasinski. Her first pitch to McDonald is a ball. Swing and a miss, 1-1. She holds up on it. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed. Evens the count at 2-2. Charlotte's 2-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So Stasinski picks up her 8th strikeout for Wellesley. They had no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Lucy Stathis' first pitch to Sienna Cruiser on its way. It's a ball. 1-0 delivery. Up high and away, 2-0. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Walpole's leadoff batter here in the 3rd inning. He takes a 4-pitch walk. Walpole gets their leadoff runner on base. And it brings up the first baseman, Brookie Arena. She hit into a fielder's choice her first time up. They tried to get the runner at the plate and he was safe. So she gets the RBI for that. She takes a ball. The ball inside, 2-0. The 2-0 delivery, foul down the right field line. 2 balls and a strike. Up high and away. And a steal by Sienna Cruiser as she gets down there. 3 balls and a strike. The count to Brookie Arena. Line shot into center field. Rounding and coming on home. His Arena comes through with a base hit to center. That scores Sienna Cruiser, and Walpole's lead is now 3-0. Brings up the second baseman, Abby Kearns. She fanned her first time up. Fouls it back, strike 1. The umpire ran out of softballs there. All right, the 1-strike delivery to Kearns. One and one. One pitch. High and away, 2 balls and a strike. Fouled straight back. Evens the count at 2-2. Ball outside, full count. The payoff pitch on its way from Stathis. Straight call at the knees. Buckled her up on that. All right, with 1 out, it'll bring up the pitcher, Charlotte Stasinski. Charlotte beat out an infield hit down the first baseline. Looks at the ball outside. She knocked in Walpole's second run with that infield hit. Ball out down low, 2-0. Up high and away, 3-0. 3-0 pitch to Charlotte. Strike called. Ball 4. And Walpole gets another base runner. Runners on first and second, one out here in the bottom of the third. One run in, and it brings up the third baseman, Nora Broderick. The pitch, bunt, foul. Strike one. Two runners on for Walpole, one out in the top of the third. The 0-1 pitch to Broderick. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Pops it up, foul down the left field line. And it goes out of play. The count remains 0-2 to Broderick. Ball down low, a ball and 2 strikes. Pops it foul, out of play. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Up high, 2-2. Timeout called so that Arena can tie her cleats. The 2-2 pitch from Stathis on the way. It's a ball in the dirt, full count. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. The third walk of the inning. And it brings up center fielder Kenzie Evans, who fouls off the first offering. Bases loaded. One out, one in already. Walpole leading 3-0 in the bottom of the third inning. There's a ball down low. 1-1. Pops it up. It will be unable to be caught, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up high, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. It brings up the number 9 hitter, Lindsay Jacobs. Lindsay reached on an infield hit for her first time up. There's a ball down low. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 1-1 the count to Lindsay. One of Walpole's tri-captains, along with Evans. In the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Foul back. Count remains 2-2. Foul back again. Jacobs hanging tough. Count remains 2-2. Ground ball down the right field line. 2 runs are in. Jacobs goes down as Lindsay comes through. Base hit to right. Walpole increases their lead to 5-0, and brings up the top of the order, Ariana Cruiser. Strike called. I think a little bit of movement on that ball as it came in. Fouled off behind the dugout. 0-2 the count. Two runners in scoring position for the Timberwolves. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. She chased a high fastball. But Walpole comes up with 3 more runs. on, let's see, just one hit. I'm sorry, 2 hits. No errors, and 2 left on base. Through 3 innings, Walpole has 5 runs on 5 hits. They've played errorless ball and left 5 on base. Meat of the order for Wellesley. 3, 4, 5 batters. That's a ball to Ackerman, who walked her first time at bat. The only base runner of the game for Wellesley. Strike called. I take that back. Hasselbeck had a base hit last inning. 1-1. Ball 2. Line shot down the right field line. That's a base hit. So Wellesley gets the lead off batter on, and it brings up the right fielder, Ryan Renzella. She grounded, she dropped a bunt down and was thrown out. Arena to Kearns. First pitch, grounded to. Okay, fielder's choice there. That went 3-6. 1 out, and it brings up the third baseman, Katie Bubek. Up high a ball. Strike call, 1-1. Strike called. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the call. Two delivery. Down low and away. Full count. Foul ball down the third base side. Ball 4. And Wellesley has 2 runners on base. And brings up the center fielder, Ellie Mall. Takes a strike. 0-1 pitch. Ball outside, 1-1. The 1-1 delivery. Grounded to third. Broderick flips over to Sienna covering third, and they get the force out. That goes 5-6, 2 outs, and it brings up the second baseman, Bonnie Luongo. She fouls it straight back. Two down here in the top of the fourth. 2 runners on. Swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the side is retired. Wellesley had no runs. They had a hit. There were no errors and 2 left on base. After 3.5 innings of play, the score remains Walpole 5, Wellesley nothing. There's a ball down low. Susie was showing bunt. He drops one down. It's a beauty. And she beats it out. Second hit of the game for McAdams, and it brings up shortstop Sienna Cruiser. Sienna has walked twice and scored a run. Drops down another bunt. Just did get her. But it moves McAdams into scoring position. Brings up the first baseman, Brookie Arena. Brooke is singled to center and reaching the fielder's choice. Runner in scoring position for Walpole. Ball 1, the first pitch to Arena. Ball down low. The 2-0 pitch on its way. Ground ball to short. They get the play at shot. Fielder's choice. 6 unassisted. On that, as Susie was a little bit too far off the base, and the shortstop Mia Hasselbeck, a nice heads-up play to get the play. So Walpole's got a runner on first, 2 outs here. Ball way high to Kearns. Ball 2, 2-0. Ball 3-0. Strike call, 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. We've got a full count. So Arena will be off with the pitch. Strike 3 called. For Walpole, they had no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. At the end of 4 innings of play, the score is Walpole Timberwolves 5, Wellesley Raiders nothing. Okay, the first baseman Butler coming to the plate. She looked at a call, 3rd strike, her first time up. Ball down low. Strike call, 1-1. Actually in pitching now for Walpole is Caroline Daly. Ball. Ball 4. So Stasinski's line. She goes 4 innings. Wait a minute. Strike called to stay this. 4 innings, no runs, 2 hits, struck out 9 and walked 2. On that pass ball, Butler goes down to second. Fouled off. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. One strikeout for Daly. Brings up the top of the order. Mia Hasselbeck. She takes a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The 2-strike pitch. Strike 3 called. Second strikeout for Carolyn Daly. Ball 1. Two. McDonald, strike 1, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fouled off at the plate. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Daly looks in for the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball down low, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Carolyn Daly and comes in and picks up right where Charlotte Stasinski left off with 3 strikeouts. For Wellesley, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. After 4.5 innings of play, Walpole is still on top, 5-0. And Carolyn is coming to the plate to bat. Lucy stayed this first pitch. Is a ball in the dirt. Ball 2 outside. In the dirt, 3-0. Popped up foul, out of play. 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4. Carolyn Daly draws a walk. And it brings up the third baseman, Nora Broderick. Nora walked and struck out so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Line shot right to the third baseman. Back to first, a double play. And it brings up the center fielder, Kenzie Evans, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball to short. Hasselbeck up with it over to first. Side is retired. Walpole had no runs, no hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. Through 5 innings now, Walpole has got 5 runs on 6 hits. They've made no errors and they've left 6 on base. Charlotte Stasinski went the first 4 innings. She struck out 9, walked 2 through 67 pitches, 43 of which were strikes. Caroline Daly has come in in relief of her. Her first inning pitching, she gave up 11 strikes on 18 pitches. All right, for the red and black, leading off is the third baseman. No, it's not. It's Olivia Ackerman. Oh, she's back up again. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Daly's goes into the motion. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Cruiser. Sienna up with it over to first. She got him. And brings up the right fielder, Ryan Renzella. She has grounded out twice, once as a fielder's choice. Strike called. A 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Swing and a miss. Strike three. The fourth strikeout for Daly. Brings up the third baseman, Katie Bubik. Fouled off. This is actually Sam Reisner batting for Bubek. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch is popped up. Kearns calls for it, puts it away for the out, and the side is retired. Once again, 3 up, 3 down for Wellesley. After 5.5 innings of play, the score remains Walpole 5, Wellesley nothing. Lindsay has walked twice. I'm sorry, she's got 2 singles. Drops down a bunt. This is a beauty. She, just got her in time. Brings up the top of the order, Ariana Cruiser. Ariana 0 for 2 officially. Lined out sharply to third, struck out, and walked and scored the first run of the game back in the first inning. Takes a ball high and away. Line foul. Nope, fair ball. That's a base hit. And it brings up right fielder Susie McAdams, 2 for 3 with a run scored. Ball. Ball down low, 2-0. Ball coming our way. 2 balls and a strike. Three and one. The 3-1 pitch to McAdams on its way. Ball 4. Runners on first and second, 1 out for the Timberwolves. Brings up the shortstop, Sienna Cruiser. She's walked twice, scored a run. Takes a strike. Ball 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, way high, and the runners will advance. So 2 runners in scoring position for Walpole, with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. A 2-1 count to Sienna Cruiser. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 the count. Strike 3 at the knees. And it brings up cleanup hitter Brookie Arena, the first baseman. She is 1 for 3, reached a fielder's choices twice and scored a run. Scored a run and drove in a run. Fouls it back, strike 1. Fouled off at the plate. Brookie quickly falls behind, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Lucy Stathis on its way. Fly ball to right field, and it falls in. Brookie makes it down to second. And two more runs for Walpole, putting them up now 7-0. And it brings up the second baseman, Abby Kearns. Ball 1 inside. Way high, and that'll send Arena down to third. 2-0 the count to Kearns, the other Walpole captain. She takes a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Kearns, Evans, and Jacobs, Walpole's captains this year. Ground ball to shot. Boots it over to first. Throws it away. And another run will score. makes it 8-0 now. Brings up the pitcher, Caroline Daly. Caroline walked her first time up. She takes a strike. One and one. Way high. Ball 2. 1 strike. Line shot, base hit. And that'll be foul. That one was where count 2-2 now to Daly. 2-2 pitch to Caroline. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But Walpole comes up with 3 more runs. They had 2 hits. There was an error and 1 left on base. So we will go to the top of the 7th. Last chance for Wellesley. Carolyn Daly on the mound for her 3rd inning in relief of Charlotte Stasinski. Swing and a miss. Swing and a foul ball, strike 1. Ball 1-1. Fouled into and out of the Walpole dugout. Ball 2 strikes. Caroline's 1-2 pitch, grounded to first, over to Kearns for the out. 1 down, brings up the second baseman, Bonnie Luongo. Bonnie has struck out twice. She takes a strike. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes to Luongo. Ground ball. Oh, out. Daly throws out to Kearns covering first. 2 down. Wellesley down to their last hope. He's the first baseman, Haley Butler. She's walked and struck out. Ground ball right back to the mound. 1-3. That's it. Ball game over. 3 up, 3 down in the 7th inning for Wellesley. So your final tally here for Walpole. They had 8 runs and 8 hits. Played errorless ball and left 7 on base. Winning pitcher Charlotte Stasinski goes the first 4 innings, strikes out 9, walks 2, allows no runs on 2 hits. Caroline Daly comes in to replace her, strikes out 4, walks 1. For Wellesley, they had, like I said, no runs, 2 hits. They made 1 error and they left 5 on base. So we would like to thank you. Walpole, wins their 16th straight game, proves to 16-1. Wellesley drops to 9-7. And that's about it from here with 3 big innings for Walpole where they did all their scoring. So we'd like to thank you for watching this Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School girls varsity softball action. Once again, your final score from Chauncey Smith Field, Walpole 8, Wellesley nothing.